I thought I would go ahead and film my Sephora VIB sale haul today. This is the first weekend of the sale. We got 2 weekends to shop this year, which I think is super cool. And I think I placed a total of 3 orders the first go around, and then the second portion of the sale started yesterday. So I do have some things in my bucket sitting there. I just haven't pulled the trigger on it, so I'll probably, you know, make another order for the second go around. But these are the things that I got in the first go around. So I'll start off with some skincare stuff. I purchased another bottle of the Herbivore Jasmine Green Tea. It's the Jasmine Water Balancing Toner. This is my second bottle. I just ran out of this yesterday too. I use this on my skin during the daytime. I'll put on like my treatment products, and then I'll spritz my face with this, and then after this I like to go in with the Sunday Riley UFO oil, and the combination together is really nice. And then I like to use this to spritz over my face during the day as well, and this is a 4-ounce bottle. It doesn't like make me super oily or anything like that, but it does kind of take away if I have got a powderiness to my face, but it doesn't like leave my skin tight either. It's just a really good product, and it works really well in my daytime regime, I guess, when I use the Sunday Riley UFO oil after it. So got another bottle of that. And then I purchased the Belief Have a Holly Jolly Hydration Filled Holiday Set. This is the second set that I bought. I was running really low on the True Cream Moisturizing Balm, which is the bomb. If you have dry skin, I picked that one up from a recommendation based off Stephanie Nicole, and it's one of the best moisturizers that I've come across in a very long time. I've been through several bottles of it, so I purchased the kit because it's like the same price as if you just buy the moisturizer on its own, and then you get these 2 little samples as well. So I thought I'd go ahead and get a backup of that right away because I know I'm going to use the cream, and then you get the little eye cream. It's the Moisturizing Eye Balm, which is a new product from Belief, and I have used, because I put in a code in one of my orders prior, so I did get a little sample of this before I even got the set, and it's a nice eye cream. No complaints. I feel like it's moisturizing, but I like to layer it with like some oils and serums and stuff like that. And then you get the Hungarian Water Essence, which is 0.33 ounces, and then a full size of the moisturizing. It's the True Cream Moisturizing Balm, not to be confused with the Aqua Balm, which is a thinner, more gel-like consistency compared to this one. That version might be better for more oily skins, but oh, it's upside down. So those are the products that you get inside, and it's the same. You get these 2 little bonuses for the same price as if you were just to buy the moisturizer alone. So another repurchase, I went ahead and got 2 more of the Dr.jart Premium BB Beauty Balms. I actually had stopped using this for a little bit of a spell, and I just missed it. My skin missed it. And then in the winter months, this does provide a little bit more hydration to my skin than if I use any other type of foundation, both powder or liquid. This just does a little bit more for my skin because it's dry. And then it's got that nice SPF 45 in it, and it covers really nicely. I don't know how many tubes of this stuff I have gone through. I'm sure you guys are like, yeah, we get it. So anyway, I purchased 2 more of these guys. One more repurchase. I did purchase the Urban Decay Naked Skin Color Correcting Fluid in pink. My other one is like hardly has any life left in it. So I went ahead and got another one of these. This is my most used under eye concealer. I have a very pink undertone to my face, and this just matches underneath my eyes really well with the skin that's like right close to the eyelash line. Because I have those little eye rolls, I don't take concealer all the way up to the lash line, so I like to match my under eye concealer with this skin right here, and this one matches really well. I'll just go ahead and give you guys a swatch of it. It's just a really nice product. So that is in pink, Urban Decay Naked Skin Color Correcting Fluid. I think this is probably my 5th tube of this stuff. I also purchased the Marc Jacobs Le Marc lip cream, and this is the collector's edition. The shade is 270 Perfect, and the actual color of the lipstick I thought I'd really like, and then it's got this really cute leopard print packaging, and this is the lipstick that I actually have on my lips today. I do really like the lip creams from Marc Jacobs. I'm not so nuts about the matte version, but I do like the cream versions, and this is a cream. So this is the lipstick I have on today, and it's just a really pretty rosy nude color, and I've got it on with Charlotte Tilbury's Lip Cheat in Pink Venus. Go figure. But I really like that lipstick. I think that was one of the items that I seen on the website. Gosh, I'm like a Sephora stalker that like sold out the quickest, but I did see that in my local Sephora and JCPenney's though. They still had like 2 in stock. And I haven't purchased a Tom Ford lipstick in quite some time, and then he came out with the Lips and Girls collection, and this is a portion of that, the little guys in the white packaging. So I got the shade 08 Dakota, which I thought that was a fitting name for myself as I'm from North Dakota. But the color is one of those shades that's really up my alley. It's a very pale, really pretty pale pink color, and I did wear this the other day, and it's a little bit on the sheer side, but the color and the sheen from it is really pretty. It's got a slight vanilla scent to it. And then I had to have the Burberry Silver Shimmer Illuminating Powder that came out. I love Burberry's highlighters. You guys know that if you've watched me for any length of time. This one here, I wasn't sure if it was going to be as shiny as I was going to like, but it is. This is a pressed jelly type formula. There was a bow, there you can kind of see it, a bow that had an overspray on it, and that's since dusted away because I've been using this. I don't have it on today. I have the Hourglass palette that I'm going to show you in a minute. But this is called Silver Shimmer, and it is a silver shimmer with a shift of gold to it. So like if you could ever put silver and gold in one highlighter, like this is it. It's really pretty on the skin. It's very finely milled. It's that baked jelly type formula, which I just love. So I really like this. I think I noticed that this was sold out online too, but it was a good one. It legit is silver and gold in one highlighter. Super pretty. So that's by Burberry. And then the highlighter that I have on is from Hourglass, and this is the Ambient Metallic Strobe Lighting Palette. I have got on a little bit of Absolute Strobe Light and Pure Strobe Light, which are these two right there. That's what I have on the higher points of my face today to highlight. These are much shinier than the first initial highlighters that Hourglass came out with in like this baked ambient type formula. So you've got Absolute Strobe Light, Pure Strobe Light, and Lucent Strobe Light right there. They're really shiny. They're baked product. They're not quite as smooth feeling as the actual ambient lighting powders, but they do provide a nice amount of shine. You can see there. Super nice and shiny. Just how I like it during the holidays. So that is from Hourglass. I should mention too, the size of those highlighters are 0.10 ounces, and I'm mentioning that because I also purchased the Ambient Lighting Edit Volume 3, and this guy has got 6 pans that are 0.04 ounces per shade, so these are quite a bit smaller than that palette right there. So this is, they're calling it Volume 3. So in here you've got the finishing powder in diffused light, strobe powder in hypnotic strobe light, finishing powder in dim light. So these are part of the original powders. And then you've got the bronzer in luminous bronze light, which I'm wearing today. And you have got the blush in surreal halo and a blush in pure effect. I'm wearing the pure effect blush on my cheeks today and this bronzer. And then I swirled all 3 of these together with a fluffy brush because these are quite small pans, and to do like a big fluffy brush like buffing all over the face, because I use these 3 to like finish off my face today, it was just easier to dust them all 3 because like focusing on one, I knew I was going to pick up some of the other shades. So you do have to use like a smaller brush to really concentrate on each shade if you want to use them individually. So that's why I just kind of swirled them all together. But I do like this palette. I think the blush color is really pretty, and I do like the bronzer, and I've always kind of liked the finishing powders. So I'll give you guys some swatches of them. Right there. Suppose you won't see too well. That middle shade is one of their highlighter formulas. Not the metallic one, but the kind of more like the original highlighter formula. And then we'll do the bronzer and the blushes. So that is the Ambient Lighting Edit Volume 3. And then because I'm such a sucker for the baked jelly type formula, I did purchase the Laura Mercier. It's the L'Amour Exotique Face Illuminator Collection. And this is what the packaging looks like this year. It's very similar to the one from last year. I'll show you what shades are like the same. But there are 4 gelée highlighters in here. I do have this shade in a full size. It's one of my favorite highlighters as well. I really like it. And then these I suppose I'll just toy around with. But these 2 shades right here are, I think they're the exact same shades from last year's palette. My battery cut out there, but here are the swatches right here. And then I'll hold the palettes up next to each other so you can see. Those are the 4 colors in this year's palette. This guy right here is this year's and this one is last year's. So you can see the 2 middle rows, those shades are like the same. The other 2 are similar, but they're not like exact, where I feel like the 2 in the center are pretty doggone close to being the same. So every time I grab another product, I'm like, and then... And then I also purchased the Tarte High Performance Naturals Tartelette Toasted eyeshadow palette. I have had good luck with the Tartelette in Bloom eyeshadow palette, but I wasn't as crazy for the all matte version palette. This one here is the one that I'm wearing on my eyes today. It's crazy because when I wear a really orange eyeshadow and don't like mix anything with a red undertone or a bronzier undertone on my eyes, it makes my face look really pale because I feel like when I look in the viewfinder I look really pale. But anyway, I used this guy today and it worked out really nice. I put on this color on the lid and a little bit of this one in front of it, and then I used these 2 shades through the crease and then this guy up underneath the brow. I think I mixed these 2 shades together actually to kind of do the blend out. And when you put your brush in the matte shades, they do kick up some product, but I felt like these blended really nice for me. They feel a lot less thin, or they feel a lot less dry than some of the older Tarte mattes. They feel thicker in texture, and they built a lot and blended a lot better for me than some of Tarte's previous eyeshadows. So, let's give you some swatches. There. So those are the first 4. The mattes in here, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 mattes in this guy. And then this last row. The cats, man, they're always on one. Oh my gosh, she sounds so pitiful. So there is the Tartelette Toasted eyeshadow palette. Today's the first day that I used it, and I was quite happy with the way that these guys worked out today. They blended nice. The pigmentation is really nice. So. And then you guys, I purchased my first ever liquid lip kit. Like literally my first ever. Anyway, this is the Huda Beauty, and it's a set of lip pencil plus mini liquid lipstick plus mini lip gloss. And this is in the shade, this is what okay, let's be real here. I purchased because I thought the packaging was just super duper cute. And then I thought, well, there's a full-size lip liner in there. I can always use a lip liner, even though I'll use the Charlotte Tilbury. But the packaging though, right? And then I thought I'd give a liquid lip a shot, because I'm not crazy about liquid lipsticks at all. It actually doesn't say on the back of the packaging which one this is, but I'm pretty sure this is Bombshell. It's the lightest nude shade. I thought it was going to be a little bit more nude than it actually is, but it's this tin though. Anyway, this is what's inside. You get a mini liquid lip and then a lip gloss, and then you get a full-size lip pencil. Yeah, the liquid lipstick is called Bombshell, and then the lip liner is also called Bombshell, so pretty sure the set is called Bombshell. The lip gloss is called Ritzy. I thought this lip liner was quite nice as well. So there's the lip liner. And then here is the liquid lip color. These like match perfectly. And then here is the lip topper color. And this does, this lip topper shade over the liquid lipstick does give a really metallic lip look. Because I did put a tiny bit of this in the center. I didn't go all over because once I tried in the center, I was like, whoa. So that is the Huda Beauty Lip Kit in Bombshell. When I did wear this, I felt like the liquid lipstick didn't quite dry down to that really dry, for lack of a better word, crusty feeling. It did feel nice on the lips, but then again, it didn't have that extreme longevity either. I noticed that it was wearing in the center, and especially if you put the gloss over that, it wears off even quicker. It doesn't set fully to that real dry feeling that some liquid lipsticks do, which I actually appreciate. So, because my lips don't feel so dry. I also purchased one of the Pat McGrath Labs Permagel Ultra Glide eye pencils. Super cute packaging. And this is the shade Blitz Blue. And I put this on my waterline and then I kind of went in with a little bit lighter color in front of it. This one does have micro glitters. I haven't had anything like fleck off into my eye yet, but I was like, ooh, I wonder how that's gonna last. So far there's no migrating to the inner corners, but I've only had this on for probably 3 or 4 hours. Usually it starts to migrate a little bit later in the day. The formula is pretty creamy. And then when it sets down, it seemed on my skin at least not to budge when I first swatched it. But it's always a different story. I feel like there's eyeliner pencils I've swatched on my skin and like let them set and they just would not budge no matter what. Like you could scrub them with a washcloth even. And then yeah, I put them on the waterline and boom, they disappear. So I can never tell, fully tell I get them on the waterline. I just got up close and looked in the mirror because today's the first time that I wore the pencil. And on the outer portion of my waterline out there, it's already starting to fade away. So I guess I'll have to still stick with the Givenchy Kohl Couture waterproof liners are like some of my favorite for the waterline. I had high hopes though. The reviews are really good on this. So maybe for like upper on top of the lash line or something, they'll be really good. See, they set so well. Why can't they set like this on the waterline? I don't, but why though? I also purchased 2 brushes. I got the Fenty Beauty 110 foundation brush. They were sold out of this inside Sephora, and then they were sold out for quite a while online as well. So they were in stock online, so I bought it. I think this brush is just so pretty, and it would apply like my Dr.jart BB cream really well. I haven't used it yet. I've kind of just been staring at it. But it does come with a little sleeve that says Fenty Beauty on it. So you just pop it in the little deal. And then the other brush I got is one of the Sephora Pro Flawless airbrushes in 56. They come out with like these different handled versions every so often. They come out with leopard ones, and I don't know, I've got a few with a different handle, and this one is holographic. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get that during the sale. So that's what I did. The ferrule is a really pretty holographic. I like to use this brush to put on my Dr.jart BB cream as well. So it's the Sephora Pro 56 brush. Synthetic bristles. Both these brushes have soft synthetic bristles. And then a couple more products from Huda Beauty. I got her winter highlighter palette. This is the first highlighter palette that I've purchased from her. I think this is the 4th one she has come out with thus far. I didn't know when I bought it that one of the shades was going to be a cream, but I kind of have been enjoying tapping a little bit of a cream product on the top of my cheekbones and then going over it with a powder for like that really intense highlighter look. So maybe I'll get some use out of it, but this has got a pretty little sleeve in it. It's pretty. I'm like going to keep it. Normally I toss the sleeves, but I'm going to keep that. And then here's the inside. There is no mirror in this one. So you've got 4 pretty large highlighter shades. This one right here, Frosted Kiss, is the cream shade. And then these 3 are powders. This one has got a purple pink shift to it, almost a slight blue too. And then you've got a golden, and then this one's called Winter Rose. It's like a pinky. It's a pinky kind of color. So there are 3 shades. The 3 powder shades are 0.25 ounces per shade, which is a pretty decent amount of product. And then the cream is 0.21 ounce of product. So let's give you guys some swatches of this guy. I haven't worn these on my face yet. They do feel like a thicker formula though, so that is something to be aware of. Whereas like the gelée provides a really high shine without like the thickness, I feel. These ones feel like they have a little bit more thickness to them. So let me see once. Yeah, they do have a thicker feeling. I could tell there's like some silicone derivatives or dimethicone in them, which depending on, you kind of have to use a lighter hand because otherwise they can emphasize texture on the skin with that type of thickness. Yeah, the second ingredient in the powder ones is dimethicone, so they do have that thicker formula, which again is something I've noticed with that type of formula, is if you don't really buff it into the skin, it can accentuate like texture. But the colors are super pretty. I did also purchase the 4 Huda Beauty mini obsession palettes. One of the things, I was watching Easy Neon do a video on one of these palettes, and she mentioned that these were made in China, and these ones are made in China whereas her other palettes are made in Italy, I believe. So just something to make note of. I have used I've used 2 of the palettes in here so far. I wore one yesterday. So far, really pigmented, and they blend pretty good for me. 2 of the shades came broke in mine, so I had to call Sephora about it. But if you guys want a separate video on just these little guys, let me know. I did do a video on the Desert Dusk palette. That should be up relatively soon as well. I just finished like editing it, and I gotta upload and do all that fun stuff. But this one is called Mauve Obsessions. That's the shade that broke. I tried to like repress it, but they have nice pigmentation to them. This one is called Warm Brown Obsession. Those colors though, right? There's only one metallic shade in here, and that's that center one. And when I first bought these, I know that people were saying that they're really small. Pigmentation though, right? But they were saying that these palettes are really small. And when I looked at the size of each pan, what it says on the Sephora website is each one was 0.05 ounces per shade. It's not. They're like 0.035 ounces per shade, which is smaller. At first I was okay with them being small because the product size was there, but now I'm seeing that they are a little bit on the smaller end in terms of the amount of product that you're getting. So that one is Brown Obsessions, and then this next one is called Smokey Obsessions. This one came broke too, and I tried to repress. It was this shade, and then this one was popping out, and I tried to press it back in there, but I think that, you know, the 2 that I've used, the pigmentation is really nice. The blendability's been really nice for me. I do like them. I think it's interesting that they're made in China compared to her other palettes. And Sephora needs to make a correction on the size of the pan because, again, those are not 0.05 ounce pans. They're like 0.035. And then the last one is Electric Obsessions. And this one is full of bright colors, which I'm all about the bright life. These do have mirrors in them too, these little dudes. This one has got 3 shimmer shades. This one, that one, and that one. And the rest are like super bright mattes. Should I swatch? Let's swatch the warm colors. Super bright. So there are some swatches from the Obsessions palettes. Again, I think that the pigmentation is there from the 2 that I've used. They were like really like boom in your face color, which I do like. I like a bright look. And they blended really well. The mattes blended really well. Very little fallout. The shimmery shades are very shiny metallic. So not bad palettes, but again, it's interesting that they're made in China and the other ones are like her bigger palettes are made in Italy. So that's everything that I purchased from the Sephora VIB sale thus far. The second weekend just started yesterday and it goes through the 15th, so who knows. Anyway, I hope you guys found this video helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.